Have to make space and room for new things in my life. That is about more than just books. But today we're talking about books. Here's everything that I'm unhauling and why. The time has come for me to unhaul my Colleen Hoover. These were the books that I feel like kind of spurred me and a lot of other people that got interested in reading again. Held on to these for a while, but I just feel like they could make others more happy than they're making me currently in author jail. These are just books that I don't see myself picking up and reading again. So like we said, out with the old and in with the new. This is a lot of real estate on my shelf, so time to rehome them. The original Nicolandria Leap of Faith by Cameron Hamilton and Lauren Speed. This is one that I would recommend, just one that I don't really have the need for anymore. I'm not gonna be rereading this, but there are some really good tips in here. I've highlighted and tabbed a bit, so yes, this will find a great new home. The next section of books that I'm DNFing are books that I just couldn't even bother to finish. I tried multiple times, couldn't get off my shelves. Made for Each Other by Lynn Painter. Ride With Me, I didn't like the first one either. One Star Romance, literally. What Happens in Amsterdam, I don't even think I gave this more than 4%. Retreat, I tried to read this. I really did the other day. Didn't get anywhere. I was very bored. Way more domestic thrillers out there. We'll keep it short. She's not for me. Hope she finds a great home. These are books that I finished reading but just didn't like. Just Our Luck, I was so bored. Look how thick that is. Should never be that bored if something's that thick. A Season of Light. This was informative. It was okay. There were some themes that I feel like were kind of going over my head. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. This was one of her earlier works before I read Rock, Paper, Scissors, which I love. However, I just remember this feeling like such a bad fever dream. I don't want to live that in real life. Come and Get It, Kylie Reed. We know about this. It just wasn't for me. A Moment for Us. No man should ever be allowed to think he's that important. I just didn't like him. I almost don't even want to donate this, but somebody might love this. So lastly are books that I did read, did kind of like, but just don't see myself reading again. This whole series is pretty interesting. I think this was my least favorite though of the three. I don't need it anymore. Hunger by Roxane Gay. I'm just not a big memoir girl, and it's okay to not be, so I'm not gonna convince myself that I am. I did enjoy this one, but it's sort of Daisy Jones and the Six-esque, or Favorites, that type of thing. And if you want to read that, go to the source, you know, just go to the source. So that's everything that I'm